everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tree ring pour. I have this sped up by 2 just so it'll be a little bit of a quick video. I have a 8x10 canvas that I was gifted for Christmas. I think they probably got it off of Amazon. The colors that I'm using today is Old Gold by Artist Loft, Titanium White from Artist Loft, and my Liquitex acrylics are the magenta that I can't pronounce, phthalo blue, cadmium medium hue, and deep violet. And I added the iridescent medium from Artist Loft to the cadmium medium hue, or orange to normal people, and to the deep violet. So, I think I already mentioned on my other tutorial for tree ring that you want to make sure that you pour it into your cup slowly and down the edge. That way the paint will layer itself on top of each other instead of like what you would do for a flip cup where it will go underneath and all that. You want to make sure that the layers are very distinct when you do it. Now, I like to do all my colors, layer them once, and then one more time the same way to do like a second layer of each color. That's just something I do. You can not do that and just pour all of each color into your cup at a time. I just like to do this so that the colors are spread out more in the tree ring pour. It'll give it more, vibrancy and more lines, really, in my opinion, compared to other tree ring pours that I've done. It's really up to the artist and what works for them. Now, I always put my titanium white on the bottom. Most of the time I do put it on the top like I did here, just because it will lighten the end of the pour, like the middle when you're finished, and I just like the way it looks. And of course, I'm clumsy, so I spilled paint everywhere. I don't even want to tell you what my floor looks like. It's covered in paint. I'm just laying down some of the titanium white. In my experience, it helps the paint flow better, so that's why I do it. Now, when you pour it out, you want to pour out from the side of where you poured it in. That's how you're going to get the most defined lines. I was actually pouring it from where I poured the paint in the past, but I seen another artist do it from the side, and I was like, hey, let me try that. So that's what I did, because the original videos that I seen with the tree ring pour, they were poured from the side that the paint was poured in. But I guess as more people did it, the technique kind of expanded, and you could figure out what was the best way to do it. Now, like I said, this is sped up times 2. So my hand's not moving that much, but I'm just going around in small circles, just in case you didn't know that, because it kind of looks like I'm just shaking my hand with it sped up. And see how that white is in the middle? I just love that. I do it to every tree ring pour that I've done, and I don't know why. I just really like it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's up to you. You're the artist. You figure out what's best for you and make it your own style, like most of us have. Because it's really hard to have original ideas when it comes with fluid art, as most people know. So now I'm just spreading the white out on the edge. And I'm thinking of the other one. The other one, I accidentally splashed white onto it, but not this one. That was the other one. Now I'm doing my torch real quick to get some of the bubbles that will help some of the little cells that form to expand a bit. I didn't seriously torch it like I normally would do, just a little bit to get those air bubbles out. Now when you're tilting and you tilt to the sides, you want to make sure that you bring that center, like the eye of it, I guess you could call it, back into the center before you stretch it to all your corners. That will keep the look of the tree ring pour. Now with this one, I did tilt it pretty low just because I was going for something different, and I really love the way the cadmium red light hue looked with the magenta and the deep purple. I just really love the way it looks. And this piece, really, the iridescent medium, you put it in the sun with the resin on top of it, and pictures can't do it justice. I tried so hard to get a great picture of it. It was impossible. It is mind-blowing. It's really beautiful and so sparkly. So right here, I decided I wanted to spread out the red and, the orange and purple colors. I'm being normal right now by saying that. The corners don't always get done. Now, if you leave a little bit of a corner, you can just use, like what I'm doing, you can use some of your colors and to fill in the corners right there. And that's really how I fill in the corners, unless I want to leave it white, and then I'll do it that way. I really have fun doing these tree ring pours. I don't do them often, so if I do them once, I normally always do it a couple times afterwards, just because the first one turned out so good, so I wanted to do another one. Because tree ring pours don't really like me much. I had the same issue with swipes, but I finally figured it out. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience to be able to create something with fluid art. I could tell you right now, a lot of people call it fake art because you don't have talent. But seriously, I dare them to do it without reading anything on how to do it and then come back and tell me. So I'm just finishing up by getting the bubbles out with my torch. Here's the close-up. You'll be able to see the shimmer once my camera isn't blurry. Sorry. I have a really cheap phone. You can see right there, you can see some of that iridescent sparkle, and I'm addicted to sparkle. So thanks for watching, everyone.